Good evening, Europe. Good morning, Europe. Oh, it's bright. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to GastroGays do Eurovision number
Something.
4? Yeah, 4. Where we continue to review and update you on all happenings Eurovision 2016.
We are already a third of the way through all of the entrants.
36% of the way through
Yeah.
once this video has been completed. Although there's a slight little niggle along the way. Shall we explain some of the big updates from this week that have gone on over the last week or two? So the little niggle that we have is Malta. If you may remember, it was our first video in particular.
And one of the front runners instantly.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. You, not so much. Ira Losco's song, Chameleon. Really, really good entry. We both really enjoyed it.
Confirmed, then unconfirmed.
Yeah, they decided that they might change the song, which is really super helpful when you're trying to document a load of videos detailing the song contest. But
that gives us more song for our book.
Yeah,
right? So
I guess so.
By the way, we are wearing the flags this week.
The blue tack wasn't working.
So
you just decided
something new.
Yeah, I decided I was going to grease up for the evening.
Other big news is Albania. Same episode that we were talking about the last song from.
That first one cursed or something, perhaps. Yeah.
That's going to be sung entirely in English. As we kind of predicted from previous years, Albania tends to send an English language song. So, hey, I'm excited for that. I really, really enjoyed it.
You enjoyed the song anyway,
yeah,
and you'll enjoy it a bit more now that it's in English. Yeah. The other news is that coming Friday, the end of this week, as we know it now, the UK will have selected its Eurovision entry. We're going, yay. We've heard the songs.
And it's promising.
Yeah, we've heard the songs. We're really, really impressed with them so far. Obviously, it goes a bit against this whole theory of listening to them on fresh ears, but, you know, it's hard not to when you're kind of going to the selection show.
Yeah.
We've heard all the songs, all 6 of them. We have 2 favourites, and they are Jake and Joe and Bianca. 2 absolutely amazing songs. Really gives us hope that Britain actually could do really well, maybe win, but at least do very well.
They do say that every year, but this year, because it's in the hands of the public once again, I think it's really, really exciting.
After a break of about 7-8 years as well, so it's really, really positive. So fingers crossed, all that goes well.
Now we have 5 more.
Yeah, 5 more to get through. These this week are coming from Bosnia and Herzegovina,
Cyprus,
Iceland,
Italy,
and the Ukraine. The last one in particular we're very excited to hear, but by reading things online, we'll see. We'll get there in a few moments. So let's begin with Bosnia. Now this, do you want to try and pronounce it?
Dalal and Dean feat Anna Ruckner and Jala Ubavj. Now, before we listen to this for the first time, as we always do, this is always on completely fresh ears. We have a familiar face in this one.
Okay.
From a couple of years ago, one of the performers in this band performed for this same country in the 2000s. I can't think of the contest.
We'll find out while we listen to the song. So take a listen.
We might play a snippet of that after this one.
Depending on rights and stuff like that.
Let's
listen to the music. And of course, click along and you can listen to it too, alright? Let's do a quick one on this one. That was the Bosnia and Herzegovina entry, Dalal and Dean, featuring Anna Ruckner and Jala. It seems that basically everyone in the Bosnian music scene is involved in that, in all the genres.
And its mother as well.
Yeah.
That was a lot of song in the one song.
I thought it would never end. I think we're both instantly just like, no, this ain't a goer. It's very, it's a nice sound to it. I just don't like the rappy kind of bit halfway through it. I just think we've heard that type of song many a time before in Eurovision. It's a bit,
Maybe they should just do one or the other.
Yeah.
I think it's nice that there's kind of an orchestral element to it, but then there's rap, and then it's also a duo who are kind of taking the spotlight as well. It's a bit confusing to me. I'll be interested to see it performed live, but I don't think that's going to get into the final.
No.
Interesting that the previous performer that we teased actually was in the final and came ninth.
Yeah, so the guy who looks like a bald version of Rylan Clark was this guy.
Remember that gem?
Yeah, this song. It's just so cringy, but hey, I'd give this 12 points and the other one 8.
Yeah.
If even
I think 8 is very, very generous.
Just wait for the gyrate, that's the best bit.
Classic.
So cringy.
Classic Eurovision.
And now he's back with a vengeance and probably won't make it into the final.
So, I think we're agreed on that one.
Yeah, watch out for that in semi-final 1.
Right. Also in semi-final 1 is Cyprus, who are -1 with Alter Ego.
Let's hope -1 isn't a signal for their points this year. Okay, that was Alter Ego. No.
-1.
That was -1 with Alter Ego for Cyprus.
Yes.
Okay, you'll go first.
I really like that.
Aye.
Yeah, I really think it's different for Cyprus to enter such a rocky song.
Especially considering La La Love from 2012. Yeah. It's just amazing.
Epic.
Yeah.
Robbed, obviously.
Duh.
Really, really think it's interesting.
It's hard to describe, isn't it?
I'm excited to see this performed live because I think it just lends itself perfectly to being performed live with lots of lights and drums and thumping sound.
And in a big stadium.
Yeah, even the video is very high production value, so I think this is one to watch.
I think definitely. So too. People might argue that this isn't a very Eurovision sounding song, but as we've debated many a time, these days there isn't a Eurovision sounding song. It is a song contest, and you are presented with a ton of songs to choose from, and you pick the best of the lot. You know, Cyprus statistically have qualified only 5 times into the final since semis came along. They were in 2004. This is an interesting track. I liked it. It sounded like not a Family Guy, a Fall Out Boy track for a little bit with a bit of more gravel in the voice until it went a bit Shakira She-Wolf halfway through.
What's not to love about Shakira She-Wolf?
Yeah, but I don't like my Shakira mixing with my Fall Out Boy. They're on 2 different playlists depending on company.
Maybe you just needed them to come together.
Perhaps.
We'll see. So again, we're kind of in agreement.
Yeah, that's an exciting one to watch. We shall keep an eye on it. Next one is Iceland.
Again, someone we've seen before.
Tell us more.
Yeah. This is Greta, who previously appeared in a duo, I think in 2012, in Azerbaijan. Thank you. With Jonesy, doing quite a classical rock duet number. As far as I've heard, she was predicted to win Iceland's selection process, so it was no great surprise that she was going to be chosen again.
And from a lot of the internet forums, without influencing our decision too much, this is the one at the moment. So let's take a listen, which I'm really excited about. So this is
Greta Salom Stefansdottir.
Lovely. Yes. No. Let's listen to the song anyway. So that is Greta Salom, and the English title of it is Hear Them Calling. Interestingly, just to throw out there, back in 2008, the Icelandic selection process got rid of the rule where you had to enter the song in Icelandic and then it was always translated into English for the contest. So, yeah, quite good that they have done that though.
Well, we did just hear it in Icelandic first and in English.
Yeah, so we kind of had about 7 minutes since we actually started talking.
So, to the song.
Okay. I have to admit, a lot of the songs haven't made me really, really excited in this contest thus far. Except now. This is what Eurovision is about. It has a very, very native sound.
Yeah.
There's horns and everything.
Eurovision is going towards for the past few years, that kind of country dance electronic thing.
A good mash of everything all together. I absolutely adore it. The visuals on the performance are beautiful. I'm assuming that's going to translate straight over to Stockholm. Brilliant.
I'm not a fan of doing things 2 years in a row, and because of Sweden's performance last year, I didn't want to see the same kind of interactive interplay between screen and act again, but the visuals are really good, really strong, very different, and this reminds me of Euphoria, and I think we have gone so many years in a break, and I think it's time again to kind of have that really dark, mysterious, interesting performance.
That real like almost haunting performance in a way. And if I don't know if you have watched it or not. If you haven't, do click back and watch this particular performance because the visuals.
They really add something to it, I think.
They make Monza's performance last year pale into comparison completely because this is so powerful in terms of a performance. Really, really, really loving that. And as I say, it's the first song that's really got me going in this contest.
This is a definite for the final.
Yeah.
This will definitely be there. This is in semi-final 1.
1 as well.
I'm predicting this already top 5.
Okay. Top 5 of the contest?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the final.
Okay. They do a form for good placings occasionally if they pick the right
Last year it was Rob.
Yeah, that was a great song.
Can I just say it was performed awfully.
But it was a good song to listen to.
I'm heartbroken still, but this is a good...
Yeah, 2009 they came second, and 1999 they came second as well. So they have had a few occasions where they've come close. They've never won the contest either, so I reckon they want it at this point.
They're one of the longest overdue.
Yeah. So we will hopefully hear a lot more of that song. And Reykjavik's extremely expensive to go to.
But anyway, it's closer to Ireland than most of Europe. So on to the next song. This one is coming from Italy, which we mentioned last week.
This could be an interesting one because this actually might not be the song, but it's been put up online.
They're doing a Malta on us.
Yeah. This is Francesca Michelin, who has come second in the song selection process in Italy.
The San Remo?
Yep. And this might not even be the song. It has to be confirmed
We
completely.
know it's the act. That we know, thankfully. If it's the song or not, who knows? But every indication points that this is the song.
Shall we listen to it anyway?
I think
let's do that. So let's take a listen to Italy's entry for this year.
That was Italy. Francesca Michelin with Nessun Grado di Separazione.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Absolutely.
I really liked it.
I liked it. It had an air of Coldplay about it, didn't it?
I
musically.
Thought Sia. Very Sia. Kind of,
Okay.
It's all about the vocals. There's only kind of like chime of instruments around it. So I think...
Very strong voice.
Very strong voice. Very kind of ethereal... Yeah, nice.
Really good. Quite liking that one. I kind of, after last couple of years, which I've really liked the Italian entries. It's not in the same league, but it's very different as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, it is automatically put into the final, which always gives a bit of a disadvantage because they don't get the exposure to semi-finals, yada yada yada. But I think it can hold its own.
Yeah, and I think that the controversy after Sanremo will immediately stand out in everyone's mind. So, yeah.
And it might not even be the song as well.
Yeah, it's no Il Volo.
No, we love that.
Let's just put that out there. But I think it will do well. I really do. Yeah.
I think so. Maybe high placing, but not top 5, I'd say. I'd say do well, but not well enough. Would you? Maybe let's not make that prediction
I don't want to make that prediction just yet.
Not on this song,
I'm really interested to see the performance because that will make or break this song, especially because they only perform it once.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Moving
fifth and final song comes from the one of the returning countries to Eurovision in 2016, the Ukraine. A country we're both very, very, very excited about the return of. We'll find out just how excited about the return of we are in a few moments. And if you've been reading a lot of the press stories over the last few days, you'll get a bit more of an idea of where we're coming from. But anyway, let's talk about it. Yeah. Well, let's listen to it first.
Now, there is Crimean in this, so maybe that's an indication.
Yes. So this is Jamala, 1944, Ukraine's entry in 2016. Wow. That was the Ukrainian entry, Jamala, 1944.
That was something.
That was really something. It's not what we expected, whatsoever. To give, I suppose, a little backstory as to what we expected, Ukraine has always been one of our favourite entries. One of the favourite countries. They've done very, very well over the years. Some of our favourite songs would Be My Guest, Dancing Lasha Dubai,
Shady
Lady. All those songs have been amongst our most favourite Eurovision songs of all time. And
this is very different.
It's very different. But the reason why they did not take part last year was because of the state of war, basically, in their country, and they couldn't really compete in the contest, which we're desperately sad about. I'm sure the people of Ukraine were too, because Eurovision is a peaceful contest. It's supposed to unify Europe, and in one case, a country had to pull out because of war. It didn't seem right. So we assumed maybe they'd come back with a vengeance with a very poppy song, I suppose. We assumed Kazaki perhaps might have come back just to really say either sod you, Russia, or would come back and, really stand in the face for it, and they seem to have chosen that. And
with this performance and this song, they're literally reaching into your chest and grabbing your heart, whether you like it or not. I really like it.
Same.
It's really powerful. It's very different.
Very emotive.
It will stand out. It will make people think and talk and act. Whether that gets them votes, I don't know. There's always a song or two in every semi-final that you kind of think towards the end when it gets quite narrow, that a song gets through and you kind of go, oh, didn't think they would. Maybe this is that kind of song.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing, but I maybe have a feeling that it won't get into the final because it's so different.
Yeah.
And it has a message, it has a meaning. It's not as lighthearted and fun as everything else is.
And I partially feel that perhaps it might go over the heads of a lot of, ordinary viewers of the contest, and maybe not as well invested in it as we are, and might understand the emotion, the story behind it. It did make headlines this week already because obviously, it takes aim at Russia, but there isn't a reference to the present conflict in the Ukraine. It's actually a reference to a 1944 tragedy, which actually involved her grandmother, or her great-grandmother, rather. So there's a bit of a family connection there. There is an emotive connection there as well. You can, of course, read up on it if you wish yourself. The BBC News website has stuff on it there. But it's a very personal song. And I think even Ruslana, the winner of Eurovision back in 2004, who was a judge on it, said this is exactly what Ukrainians feel right now.
All I want to say is what an amazing performer, what Absolutely. An amazing vocalist. That's one person on the stage.
Yeah.
Commanding everyone's attention. So whether you enjoy it or not, you will remember this song.
Yeah, it will be one of those memorable songs, all right, for all the good reasons. But yes, I'm speechless at it because it was so beautiful. It really, really took me aback. But really good. Really good. That's the semi-final too, so keep an eye out for that.
We have agreed on every single song
for once. Yay!
So next time we have about 14,000 more, and I'm sure we will not agree on one of them. So
we actually might have to do 2 videos because there's so bloody many next week.
How many is there altogether?
9 in total. So we're expecting songs from Finland, Hungary, Moldova, Czech Republic, Latvia, Norway, Germany, and of course the United Kingdom.
And Slovenia.
And Slovenia? Why is that not on the list? Oh, it is. I'm sorry. Quite exciting for them. As I say, we may do 2 videos just so you don't have to sit here and get a numb arse after about 5 hours of listening to
But you will have to watch both of them.
Yeah, please. We need the hits. Please.
So, anything exciting that we know about any of these? Obviously, we know about the UK.
Which we discussed.
As we've said, we have our favourites, but...
Nothing really about anything else. We're not too invested in. In case you're wondering, the only 2 contests that, in terms of selection, that we're really invested in are the UK one, and of course it's Swedish, the Melody Festivalen, because it is, at the end of the day, it's like a mini Eurovision. It's so enjoyable to watch. It's great fun, and it's one of the easiest to stream in the UK for us
and we are immersed in it already, so there's no going back.
Absolutely not.
And we have our favourites in that already, but that's for another video.
Yeah, we will not make judgment on Sweden until midway through March. We're getting into the home stretch of things now, so thank you so much for watching all the videos thus far. Please comment, like, share, talk to us
subscribe.
At GastroGays, that one too.
So you never miss one.
Yes. At GastroGays on Twitter. We do get a couple of comments from time to time. We'd love some more. And if you do see us at the O2 in Kentish Town, say hello, because we get shy and we might not. Yeah, please. So thank you for watching.
Bye.